All right, it's the morning, I think, of day 25, although I've lost track at this point. Just hanging out outside the Dollar General, trying to get some duct tape for my shoe and a couple food items. It's just before 8, supposedly it opens at 8. And I'm gonna hit the trail, but had a good night in town, except I cut my foot at the swimming hole. But other than that, it was a lot of fun, and just getting ready to go. Leave Hot Springs and see how far we make it. All right, catch you when I'm on trail. Okay, leaving Hot Springs, going across the French Broad River. Went to the Dollar General, some duct tape for my shoe. Might be the world's worst duct tape. Not even sure it's worth the weight to carry it, but it only has to last about 3 nights, 4 days. And hopefully that's good enough. Crossing, like I said, the French Broad River. Here it is. It's quite scenic, although the locals said not to swim in it because it's polluted. So we didn't. The swimming hole I cut my foot in was a much smaller little, I guess, tributary. Not sure if it has a name, but man, it sure is pretty. So not sure exactly where I'm going, up one of these mountains for sure, and I'll get back to you. All right, well, there's the little town of Franklin, way down there. That's where I came from. Probably 3/4 of the way up this hill. Looks like there might be a solar farm over there, and you can't quite see the bridge I crossed, but the river's right down there. And there's a little side trail. Looked like it could be a good view, so thought I'd share. Man, so we're walking up the trail looking at this giant concrete thing going, what is that? Bridge or road? Yeah, up here it's a huge freaking dam. I'm not sure why they built it, but it makes this nice little pond up here. And I mean, it's got to be 30 feet deep. So I wonder what this pond's for, why they went through all the effort of building this dam. I have no idea, but maybe I can look it up on gut hooks or something. I don't know. Anyway, I just thought that was cool and wanted to show you. Check out this little 1-lane bridge. I think this road we're on goes all the way up on the mountain. We crossed a road and it got a little bit confusing for a bit. But, oh, and a guy drove by in a van. Steering wheel was on the wrong side. I didn't even recognize the make. I think it was like some little old Japanese van or something like that. But yeah, a little 1-lane bridge over the highway, kind of neat. So thought I'd show it. All right, I'll get back to you. Just climbed to the top of Rich Mountain Fire Tower, which seems nice and new. Not in danger of falling over anytime soon. Probably the best views are right here on this side, but it's a beautiful day. So definitely was gonna take the 1.5 mile side trail up here, soak in the sun and the view. And I don't see any fires, so that's good, because the last one definitely saw fire. And way down there, that path, you can't see it, it's my backpack, because I wasn't going to climb up an extra 200 feet with it. And they always tell you the distance, 0.15 miles, but they never tell you the height. All right, well, I had to show you the view. like maybe 4 o'clock, and I'm trying to get to a shelter 6 miles away. So it's going to be a 19-ish mile a day, but I've just been going up and down hills all day, so I haven't done a lot of filming. I've done a lot of elevation change, and it's been in the 80s, so pretty warm out. And my shoes, I re-duct taped them, so they're surviving so far. They'll only have to do 50 more miles, but I just tried to check on my package, which is 2-day shipping thanks to REI customer service. They waived the fee, but the tracking number doesn't seem to work, and the only thing I could get said estimated delivery May 3rd, which would be like 7-day shipping. So I'm hoping that that's just wrong, because if it's not, I'll either have to wait 4 days or something in Irwin, or I don't know what I'll do. You know, got to figure things out here, but it's really being a pain. And I'll probably have to buy some kind of shoes, because I mean, I'm really stretching it, making these bad boys last to Irwin. Here, let me look at them. They're duct taped together, so I'll just have to keep track for the next couple days and hope that everything works out. But finally doing a little downhill, and then another big climb to the shelter, so probably get in pretty late, around 7. But take a look when I get there. And the last shelter, I mean, there were a bunch of people there, so I didn't film it, but I mean, it was falling apart. There were literally, I mean, entire logs of the log cabin side that were falling out. The pegs were completely out. I mean, that thing could go any day now. I'm sure it'll survive a little longer, and you know, the odds are against it collapsing tonight, but I would not have wanted to sleep inside that thing. And there was very little tent camping around it anyway. So I definitely pushed on past that. And if I get too tired, I'll just find a stealth spot and camp there. But I think I can make it. At least that's what I keep telling myself. So not a lot of filming today. A lot of steep hills. REI package is in question. Shoes are necessity, but at least the cut on my foot hasn't been bothering me. And I'll take a look and clean it out whenever I get to wherever I stop. So that's my summary so far for the first 8 hours of hiking today. All right, well, starting to get some roots and things, so I'm going to put my phone away. I'll get back to you. All right, so it's the end of the day, and can't even remember what this shelter is called, but I made it. It's 19.6 miles from Hot Springs, but I also did a 0.15 mile side trail and a 0.2 mile side trail, so out and back add 0.7. That gets me to 20.3. Makes this my first official 20-mile day after coming real close a couple times. And on top of that, there was over 6,000 feet of elevation, so it was a big day, and got into camp pretty late. Hiked a lot with Tim Man today, and he's a good guy. Got into camp around 7, so I just finished eating dinner and setting up my tent, and first time I'll be tenting in about a week and a half, because it's so cold in the Smokies. I slept in the shelter so we could all huddle together for warmth. But yeah, sun's going down. There's the sunset if it shows up, and I'm here at the water just filling up my bottle before bed, so I got water in the morning. And I'm gonna pack it in. Maybe I'll stay up a little bit and chat with the people here, but then I'm packing it in and enjoying a nice cool but not cold night in my tent. All right, good night.